What's up, everyone? Matt back for another Who Are They Real review. And today I'm here to talk to you about a movie that feels like it was out of place at the time of its release, but it's also understandable. It's awards bait season, so it's something that could possibly fall within there depending on how much you care about it. And that is none other than J.D. Dillard's Devotion. I am going to be honest. I knew nothing about this film when I first got my screening invite for it. And when you see the 2 stars on the poster, you're like, how did I not hear about this? But that's neither here nor there. It's a Sony film, and it's about Jesse Brown, the first Black Aviator in the U.S. Navy, and Tom Hudner, who the bond they form kind of goes past color, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's that kind of cliche. But overall, it's you see how being the only Black Aviator, what Jesse has to go through and deal with, and just even psychologically put himself through. And I honestly thought that was an interesting thing, especially when the character, or when Jesse has this book that's every horrible thing that's ever been said to him since he was a child, that he repeats to himself to psych himself up before going out. This film by itself is very much an okay film. It's not great, but it would be okay. However, the 2 stars of this film, 2 leads, are kind of what pushes that over the top, and that's, of course, the impeccable Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell. Majors is about to have a big 6 months because we have Ant-Man in April, and then we have Creed 3, or no, Ant-Man in February, and we have Creed 3 in March. So he's got a ton. And if you didn't know who Jonathan Major was, my suggestions would be to go back and watch Lovecraft Country or Spike Lee's Five Bloods, because that's the movie that really put him out on the scene for some. I know some people would prefer to say Last Black Man in San Francisco. Either way, he's a spectacular talent. Glenn Powell, most recently funny enough, Top Gun Maverick. Before that, most people would know him from the Fox horror comedy from the early to mid 2000s, Scream Queens. But they both lift this film up and like a grade just based off of their skills as actors in general. And keep in mind, everything you see is based on a true story, inspired by true events. This stuff, for the most part, happened. And the I guess some people will be like, oh, this flying isn't that great. Well, you just saw Top Gun Maverick. Hard to beat that. But it's still pretty good. Just overall, it's a somewhat feel-good film. It's kind of predictable, even if you don't know the story, and not a lot of people do know this story, which is why it's being told. So if I'm gonna give it a full-on rating, I think I gotta go 3.5 out of 5. The predictability of it, on top of just overall, it wasn't the best film, but the performances are what make it as good as it is. You can have some fun with it. But that's my personal grade. Ultimately, what matters most is what you think. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of this film? If you go to see this film, do you want to see this film? Are you not interested in this film? Let me know all that in the comments. And please give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, if you didn't like it, I get it. But hey, it helps the algorithm. But remember to subscribe to everything we're doing over here at What Real Entertainment. make sure to go over to our Twitch channel, where we've been streaming more. Taylor, Connor, myself, and I have been streaming, having more fun with that. So check that out. And you can actually go to, soon, I should say, you'll be able to go to the Watt Gaming channel for the replays of all the streams. So check that out also. But until then, signing off, I'm Matt, and this was another Real Review.